Joining me now to talk about the future of space exploration is Winston E. Scott, former NASA astronaut and mission specialist on both Space Shuttle Endeavour and Columbia. Sir, just first and foremost, I mean, the excitement of this mission, how you felt when those brave men and women went around the moon.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Good morning. I can tell you it was so very, very exciting watching this mission from the very first launch to going around the moon. And now that they're on the way back, it has just been incredible. Everything seems to be going so well up there. I'm so proud of these young people and the great job that they're doing. I tell you, I have to say, with just a little bit of envy, I wish I were up there with them.
You know, we talk about these photos and how gorgeous they are, and it looks like artificial intelligence, but really, I mean, these are also scientists garnering really important information. What have you found most stunning about this mission?
Well, the most stunning thing is that, of course, how well it's working. This is incredibly complex endeavor from start to finish. But I have to say that the photos that we have seen transmitted back from the opposite side of the moon, the side that we on Earth never get to see, the photos are so incredibly bright and clear and detailed. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I will tell you this: no matter how good the photos are, they don't come close to what you see with the naked eye if we were there. Nevertheless, those photos are going to give the geologists here on Earth a lot of good information from which to study and learn more about our moon, about our Earth, and about the evolution of the solar system.
You know, if we think about the advancements in just the time that you have worked at NASA and what these folks are seeing in real time, does that give you hope for the future, that even in the near future, that the program is advancing so quickly?
Yes, absolutely. The program is advancing so very, very quickly. We're back to the moon, and then of course we'll have a Artemis III, a docking practice in low Earth orbit, and then out in 2028 we'll actually put people on the moon. This time for a permanent human presence. So yes, I'm very, very optimistic. And another thing that really catches my attention that tells where we are with our space program is the audio link up from the Orion capsule and the International Space Station. Another first in space, a space vehicle around the moon talking to people on the space station. So just another testament to the forward movement of our space program. Very exciting, very, very happy, and I'm very enthusiastic about it.
All right, let's talk real time. We've got that ticker. They're 6 days in. That means that they've only got a couple more days before they splash down on Friday. Explain to us what they're going to go through. You know, we talk about them traveling 250,000 miles and then traveling at a pace of 250 miles an hour, or 25,000 miles an hour to get back into gravity. So what is that like?
Well, you don't feel anything when you're out in space. Where they are right now, it feels as though they're just inside a room floating around. The real difference is going to occur when they hit entry interface. That is when they touch the Earth's atmosphere. That's designed at about 400,000 feet, when the vehicle and your body begins to feel the deceleration. And what happens there is gradually you begin to feel gravity re-exert itself on you. So they'll be sitting in their seats, they'll touch the atmosphere, and very slowly they'll feel heavier and heavier and heavier as the vehicle slows down. They're going to feel about 4, maybe 5 times their body weight, and there'll be this bright orangish yellow glow of hot plasma out around the capsule, because they're going to be entering the atmosphere so fast they actually ionize it, and they get this hot orangish yellowish plasma. And that's where the heat shield, as we call it, is so important, because it is what protects the capsule and the occupants from the extreme heat of being outside. And then a little while later, they'll be slowed down into the atmosphere. The parachutes will come out, and they'll feel a nice, gentle float down to the ocean surface. So an incredible ride to orbit, an incredible ride back from space for these folks.
You know, you and I talked about the excitement and the support and maybe inspiring the next generation. And NASA's administrator, Jared Isaacman, had really a neat discussion about the next step in the program. I want to just play it quickly for you so I can get your reaction. Here he is.
A big key to our strategy, not just to return to the moon, but to stay and to build a base, is going to be rapid reusability of heavy lift launch vehicles. So the more they get experience doing that, the more options that are available for us for Artemis III. But I'd say right now, we certainly have a good plan for that mission. Will help us buy down a lot of risk in advance of a landing for Artemis 4 in 28.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.